This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Watched a video yesterday online that just put a bad taste in my mouth. It was people using a self-driving car
Okay.
from the airport to get to their hotel.
And what was wrong with it?
Well, it's just another job that we're eliminating.
Oh, got it.
I just don't know who's going to be left. I saw McDonald's was opening somewhere. I think Jacksonville, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Entirely staffless.
I don't like that.
It's all just made by like robots. And I just don't know what jobs are going to be left. How are people going to make a living?
No, but they need people to be operating those things. That's what I think is so silly about like self-checkout. Like just give me someone that can help so I don't have to always have a staff come and like type in a little code or something because I did one little thing wrong.
No, but that's one person running 8 different checkouts. You see where the problem is here.
Yeah,
Those used to be 8 employees.
Right.
Now it's 1 employee. Like, our industry isn't necessarily safe from it either. We've heard some things about like AI can take our voice and make it sound like we're there.
But what if they take my voice and then saying stupid things?
Yeah, well,
sorry. More stupid than what people are used to.
People probably wouldn't be able to tell. But yeah, it's just terrifying. Like, I think the separation between the rich and the poor is just going to get astronomically bigger when people can't get jobs because robots have replaced and AI has replaced so many of them. Wild. And watching this self-drive car, it looked pretty smooth. Sit back and enjoy the ride, and you got to pick your own music in the back seat.
What would you trust more? A robot driving you or me?
I would take the robot 10 times out of 10. No question.
I just had a Facebook page pop up on my timeline as a suggestion for me to join it.
Okay.
That happens often, right? Have you seen those where you're like, oh, I might be interested in this? This one, I just want to join to be nosy. It's called, Are We Dating the Same Person?
Ooh, juicy.
But it's private. I have a fantastic story. So this woman who's a hairstylist opened up about a coincidence that happened to her. That's the latest trend right now on TikTok. Like, what's the craziest coincidence that's ever happened to you? She said she was doing a client's hair who was a woman in her 50s. And then the 2 hairstylists beside her both had younger girls in their 20s sit down. And both of them were opening up. I don't know if I trust the guy I'm dating. I don't know if he's seeing someone else. And this stylist that was doing the woman in her 50s hair was like, in her head, like, I think they're talking about the same person. Turns out, same person. The woman in her 50s is going like, you guys, this guy sounds like a terrible person. What's his name? They found out the name, first and last name. It's the woman in the 50s' son.
And both the girls that are getting their hair that are dating him. Oh, my God.
Complaining about him. I mean, the Facebook group could have been really handy for that situation. They could have avoided it weeks ago.
So you just want to go in there for the juice?
Yeah, I just want to see like what's going on.
You want the greasy stories.
Don't you ever feel that way about a Facebook group that you're like, I don't need it for me?
I'll stick to people fighting each other at sporting events in the stands.
And animals, humans fighting off kangaroos to save their dog.
Oh, yeah, just keep that coming my way.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107. Kelly is ready to win $1,000, right?
You betcha.
All right.
I love it.
Here's how the game works. You're going to pick either Lisa or myself who will leave the room. That's your teammate. So you hope that you think alike, maybe.
Yeah.
Because we're going to give you 5 words. You tell us the first word that comes to mind for each. We'll invite your teammate back in. They'll play the same game. And for every answer that matches, it's $25. Get all 5 and it's $1,000. We've had 1 winner so far in 2024. Spencer got it done.
Yep. $1,000.
So we'd like to have another winner today, if you don't mind.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right, let's roll. Who you teaming up with?
I think I'm going to go with Lisa today.
Nice.
3 days in a row that Lisa's been chosen.
I feel good.
All right. I'm going to start the timer as soon as I give you the first word, okay?
Okay.
It is 25 seconds that you have to complete the mission. The first word is noon.
Lunch.
Magician.
Trick.
Lollipop.
Sucker.
Heaven.
Earth.
And web.
Spider.
All right. Let's get Lisa back in here and give away some money.
How'd it go?
Great.
Woo! Love it. Does everyone have faith in me? How are we feeling?
I don't know. It's definitely harder.
I know. You know what? It seems so easy when you're driving and you're playing along, but when you are in the hot spot and you got that 25-second timer, the pressure is on, right, Kelly?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay, let's do this.
What's the first word that comes to mind when I say web?
Spider. $25.
Woo!
Magician.
Oh, magician? I'm going to say magic?
Oof, what a terrible
that's not a bad answer. That's not a bad. That's what they do. They do magic.
What kind of magic? Do they do tricks?
Oh, tricks. Dang. Okay. We're not done yet. Let's keep going.
Noon.
Lunch? $50. $50. That'll cover your lunch today. There we go.
Lollipop.
Sucker. Yes! Lick is also a good one.
Yeah, that was my second one.
Candy, I guess, would be a good one too.
All right, for $100, we're at
Yeah.
75 right now,
Okay,
so we're
okay.
already at in good game status.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Heaven.
Angel?
Good answer. She went with Earth.
Okay.
So,
well,
like-
that actually is a very good answer. Heaven and earth. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, Kelly, you picked up $75. Thank you so much for playing Ryder and Lisa's 1K word play.
Time for a blindside call out.
What did I do?
Something we do around here once in a while.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You did.
I am keeping to myself over here. I am just working away.
No, this is going back years now.
Oh.
Roughly, I think it was about 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. I was getting ready to take my daughter to the park, and you decided to take a picture of my outfit and make fun of me. Those things stay with me, okay? You're like, nice, sweet dad shoes. What are you trying to dress like Jerry Seinfeld to go to the park?
You did look like Jerry Seinfeld because you had those shoes, the runners, and then a pair of jeans on. It was just like a funny combination. At the time, why? What's changed?
I just saw those exact shoes, which were Asics gels that I got from Value Village because I needed some like throwaway shoes for a paintball game. I didn't want to get any of my shoes all painted up. Turns out I'm too fast to get shot in paintball. And so they came home with me in perfect shape. Anyway, I just saw those exact shoes on sale in this like shoe group I follow on Facebook for $160 used.
So they're back.
They're back. Asics is back almost to the point where New Balance is back. You know what I mean? Like nobody saw it coming type comeback.
Uh-huh.
Or Stanley
The Stanley Cups.
Cups.
I mean, they've been around since World War II.
Yeah. But they just had this resurgence and Asics are there now. And I would just like for you to apologize for making fun of that outfit because it turns out I was just ahead of the times. I was killing it that day in those Asics that you made fun of. That then I got anxious about and didn't wear for a while. Guess who's wearing them tomorrow?
You're dusting them off.
I'm dusting them off for sure.
Awesome.
So,
Good for you.
would you like to apologize or not?
I will put my pride aside and apologize. But until I see them on a fashion model, I don't believe you that they're back. Are they on the runways?
No, runways. You see a lot of running shoes on runways.
Yes. Everything that Zara sells. They've got the cutest sneakers that go with like business power suits.
Talking Zara over here.
What?
I'm talking Asics. We're asking you where you got your nickname from and what it is.
We want the background story, how you got it.
Didn't you go by Greasa for quite a while?
Yes, Greasa Swevens, which was a play on words about being greasy and sweaty, which is not true.
Was it when you were like bartending back in the day, though? Were you a sweaty person?
No. I mean, I would work my butt off. Maybe that's why. but I wasn't like greasy and sweaty. But yeah, all my coworkers would call me Greasy Swevens to my face. It's not like it was behind my back. or
No,
anything.
but you must have been sweaty.
No,
Like, there's just no way they come up with that nickname because you're a sweaty person if you're not a sweaty person.
I'm not a sweaty person. They also had a nickname for me that was just Bevins, which makes no sense.
Because you drank a lot at the time. That
No.
does make sense. And I bet you were sweaty when you were drinking.
What does the B stand for?
Beverages. Like Bevins.
No. It was just Greasy Swevens or Bevins for fun. There's no background story.
That's ridiculous.
It is what it is. What was your nickname? Do you have a nickname still to this day? What was it? Stubby?
Yeah, Stubby Muffface was my nickname at boarding school.
Sorry to hear that.
And it's because I was just really short. And one of the guys on the football team's like, this guy needs a nickname. He shall be known as Stubby. And for that entire year, just everyone at the school called me Stubbs or Stubby. And then at the last day, like I was sitting beside one of my best friends from the school, and I won an award for most outstanding offensive soccer player. No biggie. And they said my full name. And the guy beside me, he's like, who the hell is that?
And that was your best friend.
It was
in
like one of
school?
my best friends. That's how like much the nickname stuck. Teachers, everyone.
It is weird when you know someone by their nickname and then someone
Real
calls
names them?
Real names them, and you're like, who's that?
We're counting down the top 7 insults, in our opinion, that aren't swearing and don't involve violence. So just some fuel for you.
Yeah, open up the notes section of your phone. You're going to want to remember these. Heck, you know what? If you like them, text in when we're done, and I'll just send you the list, and you can keep that in your back pocket for when you need them next.
Coming in at number 7, you make it really hard to underestimate you. I just feel like that's a real thinker. It would take somebody a couple seconds to put together just how offensive it is. This one at number 6 is something you saw on TikTok.
If somebody says something sassy or rude to you, stare at them. You don't say anything.
Just look them up and down.
You look at their feet, then up to the top of their head, and then just at something random on their body, and you just say that thing. So, for example, if I'm looking at you, I would go feet, top of the head, and I would just say shoulders and walk away. And then they don't know what that means.
Yeah.
They don't have to know what it means. It can mean nothing.
Right.
And then now all of a sudden they're insecure about their shoulders. Well, they shouldn't have been a jerk in the first place.
Right.
Their shoulders are fine, but they don't know that.
So like up and down, then just like, okay, elbows.
Exactly. Okay, nostrils. Like,
yeah,
that
that's
would
good.
deflate me.
At number 5, you're as sharp as a marshmallow. I just feel like it has a really nice ring to it.
We also got a suggestion on the text line saying sharp as a marble. I think it was something of that sort,
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
It's funny.
At number 4, I hope you have the day you deserve. That one stings a little bit. At number 3 is your favorite chirp.
If someone is mean to you, you just say, okay, coming from someone who looks like they don't drink water.
At number 2, your mama. We're going just with the old school your mama.
Apparently that's back
Yeah.
in school. People are saying your mama back to people.
Or even yo mama.
Yeah.
And at number 1, this is my personal favorite, and just implement it. It'll change your life. Go have a nap. Telling an adult to go and have a nap is just like, it's demeaning in a way that you talk to them like they're a kid. So there's the top 7 insults that aren't swearing and don't involve violence.
And what you gonna do when the Hulkster and his Hulkamaniacs run wild on you?
Yeah, I killed me. Ryder and Lisa's Nostalgia.
You're going to hear my list and Ryder's list, and then you just vote on the text line whose list was more nostalgic, in your opinion.
I'll start. This one's for the 80s kids out there. Rewinding cassette tapes with a pencil.
Nice. I mean, I did that in the 90s, but whatever. Wrapping your curled telephone cord around your fingers while you were eavesdropping on your parents' boring conversations upstairs on that phone.
Everyone gathering to watch a fight in the playground, and then both kids being absolutely useless at fighting.
Getting a fresh 17 magazine in the mail.
Putting an insect in a jar, thinking it would be your new lifelong buddy, and it dying an hour later.
Whoops.
Should have poked some holes in that.
Never knowing when your family members were going to be home because you didn't have cell phones. So you just sit around waiting for your siblings to roll up on their bicycles. And then you're like, oh, finally, someone to play with. Where have you been?
And my last one is afternoons disappearing while at the mall arcade with your crew.
Getting up for Saturday morning cartoons and helping yourself to 4 servings of Fruit Loops. You just keep refilling your milk bowl until all the milk was gone.
All right, we'll quickly go through our list one more time. Rewinding cassettes with a pencil, terrible fights in schoolyards, killing an insect in your jar, and mall arcades.
Wrapping the telephone cord around your fingers, a fresh 17 magazine, never knowing when your family members were going to be home before cell phones, and Saturday morning cartoons mixed with 4 servings of Fruit Loops. Get your vote on right now.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Play 107.